Let's talk about budgeting and credit cards. Managing money can be really difficult. It is very easy to run out of money. The first step to exercising control over your money is to increase your awareness of your spending habits. Start by preparing a descriptive budget where you track all your expenses, everything you spend. Start by preparing a descriptive budget where you track all of your spending for a month. Anytime you spend money, get a receipt. Anytime you spend money, get a receipt. When you buy snacks and beverages from a vending machine, write down the amount in a notebook, because you don't get receipts from vending machines. Every evening, record the spending in a spreadsheet or a money management tool like Quicken or Microsoft Money. Better yet, use Mint.com because it's free. Assign each expense to a broad category like food, clothing, shelter, medical care, transportation, insurance, taxes, gadgets, and entertainment. Also tag each expense to indicate whether it is a need or a want. A need is a mandatory expense where you would die or go to prison if you didn't pay it. So if you don't pay your taxes, you go to prison. If you don't pay for medical care, you could potentially die. A want is a discretionary expense. For example, a cell phone or cable TV is a luxury. It is not a necessity. No matter how much you think of it as a necessity, it is a luxury. You wouldn't die if you didn't have a cell phone. At the end of each month, calculate the totals for each category and each tag so that you know how much you spent on necessities and how much you spent on discretionary expenses. How much you spent on needs, how much you spent on wants, how much you spent on food, each of these categories. Just being aware of how much you're spending on each category will help you exercise restraint in the future. The next time you decide to eat out, you'll remember that you spent $400 on eating out last month, and that was quite a bit. And so you might be a little bit more hesitant to spend the money. You can also compare the totals of each expenses against your income to see if you're spending beyond your means. That means you're spending more money each month than you're taking in as income each month. That means you're spending more money than you earn each month. If you carry a balance on your credit cards, you are literally spending beyond your means. Never charge more than you can afford to repay at the end of the month. Be very careful about using credit cards. Spending money with a credit card feels the same whether you're buying something that costs $5 or $500. It doesn't feel like you're spending money. You don't get the feeling of counting out a set of bills. Credit cards are also risky because they carry high interest rates. So using the credit card, if you don't pay off the balance in full each month, will end up costing you 14-15%. So by the time you pay back the debt, you will pay back more than double the amount that you originally received. Before spending money on a big ticket item, wait a few days. This will help you avoid buying on impulse. It'll allow you time so that you'll decide if you really need that item. Also, if you happen to buy something and then after the fact have buyer's remorse, you change your mind, return it to the store for a refund. Oftentimes you can do this. Sometimes it'll be for a store credit, but sometimes it'll be a refund to your credit card or however you paid for the item. Remember, student loans and credit cards are not free money. Every dollar you spend in student loan money is going to cost you about $2 by the time you pay back the debt. The bottom line is you need to live like a student while you're in school so that you don't have to live like a student after you graduate. If you want to learn more about managing your money and investing, there are 2 good books that I recommend. The first is Get a Financial Life, Personal Finance in Your 20s and 30s by Beth Kobliner, Kobliner. The second is The Money Book for the Young, Fabulous, and Broke by Susie Orman, ORMAN. You should also subscribe to Consumer Reports, an excellent consumer magazine. They also have Consumer Reports Money You should also subscribe to Consumer Reports magazine and Consumer Reports Money Advisor if you happen to be interested in money management. I also recommend that you subscribe to Consumer Reports, an excellent magazine about all issues affecting consumers, from money to product safety to product quality. They rate hundreds of products each year. I also recommend their Consumer Reports Money Advisor, which is a more specialized magazine just about personal finance.